Hi, Mike Green here, West Coast British. Don't ask what hour it is. So I've been sanding this out, wet sanded it 3 times. Still got a damn bubble, look at that. So I have to get in with the air stuff and let that primer go hard. I wet sanded it down, took it out. As soon as I painted it, went crap again. So that cured that. And then we'll scoot on over here. And we're just getting this sorted out. You can see it right here. And all done. Just like that. Easy peasy. Okay. So, anyway. See, you can just see it, that bad spot right there. Beyond me why it's doing it. There's something in there that the paint don't like. No, I'm not going to paint the whole fender. I'm just going to feather it in and I'll polish it out. And we'll call it good. I think this fender is the one that got changed years ago. Dan, my buddy Dan that owned this, was coming into Verdi one morning early. We were getting ready to go out and lay out some Nevada Trophy waypoints. And he showed up at the hotel and the whole fender was just blown right off. He had a BF Goodrich Mud TA that decided to come apart at the carcass. It looked like a NASCAR. And it just literally tore the fender to shreds. The rubber thing was gone. Just blew all this, just the kingdom come. There was no fixing it. It had to come off. And to change it, roll cage had to come off. Yeah, a real nightmare job. The guy that did the body work, perfect job. I mean, you couldn't tell that this son of a bitch had been changed. But anyway, stuff happens. You know, you go out on the road and I had this exact tire, left rear blew, the last of those BF Goodriches. When that one blew, just going to the bank one day, it's like, what's that noise? And I heard it flapping. And I either ran something over or I got something, so I pulled off immediately off the freeway, which was, yards away. Dove off the ramp, bailed out. The tire literally was coming apart. So I just changed it right there on the freeway. I couldn't take the chance of taking a fender off. So anyway, we're gonna work on an MG right now. So instead of shutting this off, I'll just take you with me. How about that? Well, I got a D90 that had an overheating problem. It'd be great if somebody put water in it. No kidding. Somebody put some Mickey Mouse cap on. It wasn't correct. So here's this nasty little MG. So we'll come down here so you can see what I'm doing. And it's 1 a.m. right now at the shop. I'm gonna get a gun out and a 9/16 socket. Gotta take my hoist chain off real quick. Yeah, okay. Washer's off. Nuts go in the box. All the hardware goes in the box. These are a couple of my washers. Go with my chain. So we're gonna take this off. This got shims. Oh, this has got shims under the rockers. Look at that. Only in the middle though. That's kind of a common deal. And they're in there for a reason. So let's see if we can get this monkey motion off. Is that 7/16? Oh, it is. Oh my God, it undid. Good thing I soaked it. My God. Because I had a big row with the Bureau of Automotive Repair a couple of weeks ago over another car. And I mean, talk about bureaucratic morons. Sorry, can't be polite. The only couple of guys I've ever met down there that really had a brain and had some common sense and knew what they were doing was the number 1 and number 2 guy. And then one guy I dealt with another project on some Land Rover some years ago. But other than that, these guys are, it's like they're in there because they're do-gooders. And if your car doesn't comply, they don't want it on the road. Even though the law, which in the state called the Song-Beverly Act, part of the Lemon Law, it says if the manufacturer can't supply the parts within 30 days or thereafter 90 days, yada, 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 you don't have to have it. And they have to exempt it. And I'll tell you, they don't like doing that one bit. They're very anal. Now they've got some stupid rule. And I believe the way it goes is if you can't make it run so it can fail, it can never be smogged, period, or exempted. I mean, total bullshit. And I imagine some bonehead like Gavin Useless came up with this idea. All this stuff's going to the hot tank. No, I don't have one. My buddy does. Otherwise, you have to have a permit. And if anybody knows me, I don't do permits. Yeah, I just stupidity. All this nowadays is kind of comical. Oh, I can't believe that thing is undoing. I really can't. Anyway, I've got another MG that's coming back in, a blue one, if you remember the story with that one. And we got it running. It started up first shot. Couldn't believe it. Neither could he. But whoever was playing with the wiring on the twin electric fans has one going one way and one going the other. They're supposed to be what we call sucker fans, not pusher fans. And so once it gets here, all you gotta do is swap the wires. It's that simple. But somebody did that, and it wasn't us, because we just left it alone. So all these, like this smog rail here, this will go over to the plate, to the machine shop, get stuck in the soup, get washed, then we'll bead blast it, and then I'll send it down to the plating shop and have it replated, and hope to God it doesn't have any holes in it when it comes back out of the acid, because you can't buy these. So anyway, for those that are in the know or don't know, our friend Jay Leno, who we've met numerous times, funny dude, he's not Johnny Carson though. Haha. Yay, look at that. Get that son of a bitch off. Yeah. Use the correct wrench when you do it. You don't want to bugger those fittings up. This is a brake pipe wrench. Heavy duty thing made by Snap-on. Good tool. Gotta have it. Anyway, there's a bill going through. Supposedly it passed hurdle number 1 and hurdle number 2, so I'm told. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's hard. And it's a rolling 31 years or something. So right now, the last car to be smogged would be like 1990, and the next year it goes to 91, and then it goes to 92. So every year it rolls over, okay? You know what I'm saying? What a pile of crap. Anyway, there's no reason for cars from 1975 or 1985 to be smogged anymore. But our illustrious Governor Gavin Useless would probably argue with you. But you can't buy any parts for these things. And everybody, oh, they have to. No, they don't. People have to learn the law. The auto manufacturer, the only thing they have to supply when they're building the cars is they'll build a percentage in on the build rate. So if they're building a Camaro, for example, in 1989, they're going to build, 110,000 cars. So they only have to have a small percentage of parts. And the biggest percentage of this is for warranty issues. The emission issue is a different deal. So what happens with the emissions is, in the old days, it was 5 years, 50,000 miles. Then good old feds had to come flying through the door and declare that it was now 7 years, 70,000 miles to complicate things. And all that did was cost the manufacturer money and time. Look at those puppies, right? So we don't want to lose these, right? So we're going to put this in our little tray over here that I got hiding, okay? So I thought. Guess not. I'll put them right there for now. And once that cleared out of the way, they don't have to supply nothing for nobody. So don't think that they've sold you a car that they have to buy parts for 20 years, because they don't. And now it's got even worse. In the old days, they continued to always supply parts because they wanted you loyal customers, yada, yada, yada. Now they don't care. When Ford took over Rover, Land Rover, I was kind of in the middle of that to some degree. And I warned some friends privately. There was no company letters, no company letterhead, not even to the factory email. I was going to private emails in England. And I warned them, sooner or later, someone's going to come in here and tell you, lose the parts. And one day I got a note. The note said, you were right, just happened. And I knew exactly what they were talking about. Like I told ya. Somebody at Ford got on the horn and the quote was, we're in the business of new cars. We're not in the parts business. Get rid of it. That was the end of that. Ford destroyed it. Everything went. All of a sudden, within a year or so, we had bumpers coming out of China because they bought the tooling. It was just disgusting. And Land Rover was still supplying a mass amount of parts, which was really cool, and doing rebuild places in Africa for people that couldn't afford a new car. Hey, look at that, got that off. Jeez Louise. Now all those bolts that I'm putting in this box down here, Jesus Christ. And I'm putting them in there for a reason. They're going to get washed. They'll get wire brushed and polished. They'll be filed and repaired where needed. Ooh, that's coming off. Then they go to the plate shop that we use. And, well, that'll be that. They'll come back. The fun part is, then I got to figure out where they all go. But I'm one of them guys, for some unknown reason, I can remember all that. My mother said, you couldn't remember your schoolwork. Yeah, it didn't interest me. I hated school. Ugh. Worst part was some of the teachers. Not all of them. I had a couple that were great. The rest of them were a flaming pain in the ass. So when your kid tells they don't like school and don't like the teacher, there's something behind it, okay? Anyway, yeah, this thing is nasty. Oh. Wow, now I got a gooey socket I got to clean out. Hang on. Don't put your tools away dirty, people. I know you guys do. I was taught tools have a place in the toolbox to live, and that's where they live. And they go back in, like my dad used to say, you can use my tools as long as they're clean, and you put them back where you find them. And I always did. I go to races and somebody, I said, well, grab a such and such. And they're over there rifling through a box trying to find the tools. It's like, come on, guys. You know, this ain't gonna, and I mean, mind just little club racing. So they're trying to fix their cars and they can't find the tools and they got to borrow it from somebody else, only find out they left it in at home because they had to fix a barbecue or whatever it happened to be in, right? God damn. Wow, this car, I don't know if this thing's ever been apart. I'll have to ask her. Oh boy, I think this is going to be a roaring pain in the ass to get off. That's what I think. Might have to double nut it, start taking the studs out. Probably be the smartest thing to do right now. And so how many of you are saying, what the hell is he talking about? Huh? So how many of you thinking that? Well, I'll show you when I come back. So you take 2 nuts and 2 wrenches, 2 9/16 wrenches and 2 nuts. And then you screw this nut on here. It's what's called double nutting it. Right? Well, I'm going to put a stud puller on it. No, you're not, because it'll tear all threads up. Then you put that on. Then you hold this one down here, and you go like that. Now it's locked. That ain't coming apart. You have to undo on the bottom nut, not the top nut. And that bugger ain't moving. Hey, look at that, it moved. Son of a bitch. Yeah, see? Now you can, see the nuts moved. Damn. Let's try again. Otherwise you might not get this damn head off. Now that puppy isn't moving. Oh no. Damn. Oh. Oh. Nah, she ain't going nowhere. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Shit. This ain't going to be fun. This head ain't coming off tonight. I come down here, I'll get this head off real quick. Can you say $200 an hour? Shit. Shit. Okay. Well, I'm going to put in a racing bolt kit. Not studs. Well, yeah, I'll put the stud kit in when I go to put it all back together. So that's a shame. We're going to have to destroy some of this shit to get it out. Damn it. Let's see if we can get these out. I knew this car was, one of these jobs. I talked to her on the phone, and then when it showed up, you're going, oh no. This one's going to come out, see? Because it's got oil running down the middle of it. See? Wow, that isn't good. Problem is, every mouse on the planet peed down this, all over this thing. There must have been a family of mice in here. Look at the rust. Their pee is very corrosive. And they got up, there was a hinging, padding on the inside of the bonnet. and the glue over the years went and it fell on the engine. And then what little critters were living in there made it into their bed and toilet all in one, and that's why everything had gone red rusty. See? See, look. These aren't tight in here, see? Oh, that's a nice looking gasket. Look at that baby. Oh, somebody been in here before. Look at all the shit silicone on it. You don't use silicone on gaskets like that. Never, 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 never. Jesus Christ. Put the correct gasket in, machine the thing flat. That's where that's going, the machine shop. We'll stick it in the machine, flatten it out. Make sure it's square. So when I put it back together, there's no fuel or air leaks on it, right? You can make almost anything crap new again if you got the tools and the knowledge. Oh, damn it. Can't get too dirty. I'm driving the Jag. I don't need to get in a car with these freaking dirty fingers. Oh, look at the mouse turds inside the exhaust port. How the hell did they get in there? Oh, God. They couldn't have come up through the catalytic converter. Wonder how that got in there. Terrible, 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 terrible. Yeah, we're getting there. I had a neat phone call tonight. I hadn't been here long, and my lady friend wants to know, what's wrong? You okay? Why are you down at the shop at this hour? Da, 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 da. It's like, you know, what's cool about that is that she asked, right? And no, I'm not married. I haven't been in years. One of those things, you thought it was good. Yeah, well, what's the old saying? What's good to be, too good to be true must be. Right? Yeah, that's one of those. Money hungry. You wish you left out on that deal, huh? Wow, the stories I could tell. Ah, boy. Well, let's see what else can undo here. Still want to know how the mouse shit got in there. I actually, before I decided to do any more on this job, I did one thing. I pulled the spark plugs out. I squirted some oil down the cylinders, put a wrench on the front, and it turned over. Had that thing stuck solid, I think I'd have gave it back to her and said, no thanks, not interested. Hey, look at that one. Because this can get stupid quick. I know what she paid for the car because she bought it brand new in 1980. And, that was dumb. And, I tell you, it's going to cost a hell of a lot more than that cost her new to rebuild this car. Hey, now I'm dropping shit. I get all these guys, you know, I mean, thanks guys for you want to come and help and run the cameras and things. And a few of you, I get so stupid because I can't remember. It's like, okay, he sent me a text. When did he send it? And then I can't remember whose number's what because I wasn't smart enough to put your name on it. But, boy, oh boy. Oh, look at that. That one turned. The ones with the high ratings, you got all the girls. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work. They usually got girls in bikinis with sailboats, so I don't have... Oh, Jesus. Wow, look at that. Did it go? Yay, I got it. Yeah, girls in sailboats and bikinis. Boy, oh boy, the ratings those guys get. And then there's what, Molly Dixon, Down Under. Wow, you want to go watch a girl off-road Down Under? Go seek Molly out. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at the crap on that. Look at. The only place that's going is the dumps. We don't put in a racing stud kit. This will keep this. Wow, that's nasty. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that close up? I mean, this is just diabolically nasty. And if you're going to restore it, in the old days when you couldn't buy all this stuff, I mean racing stuff, you'd have to take that and either wash it, get it clean, or wire brush, polish it, put it in a vise carefully, chase the threads with taps, dies, whatever it is you're trying to repair. Then send them down to the plate shop. They'll strip it in acid, recad it, and it'll look like it came right out of the parts shelf. It'll be gorgeous. When we're doing Land Rovers and MG race cars, that's what we do. Everything comes back. Oh, that doesn't seem to be moving. Oh. I know you want to hang around and see me get the cylinder head off of this, right? Kind of like watching Julia Childs. It's like, all right, lady, cook the goddamn thing now, right? Wow, all I'm doing is turning the motor. And that thing's going to end up on the floor in a minute. I can see it coming. Shit. All right. So we're going to bail on that one. I'm going to have to get the nasty tool out for that. And the little plate, it's got the engine number, which you can't see, but it's over here. I can barely read it. Time is it? Shit, 1:30 already. 1:20. Then they say, why is the bill so high? Because it took me this long just to get the cylinder head off. Oh. And I got 2 Land Rover head gasket jobs outside. Oh, son of a bitch. Is that going? No, it's not going. No. No, that's not doing a damn thing. That didn't pull the stud. Ah, damn it. It's probably what we call electrolysis. It's that and mouse pee. And it's welded. Oh, my God. Nope. All right. Okay. These nuts have had enough. So you don't save these, they go in the garbage can. Ooh. Oh. And my back hurts. Yeah, I should get a chair, right? Okay. Well, clean tools. Brake clean. Well, otherwise, Dan calls it eye wash. Because a couple of, I don't know, some weeks ago, I ended up with it in my eye. Really bad. I shot something at a particular angle. It ricocheted off the stuff, reversed, came straight back, hit the front of my glasses, went around both sides, and hosed my eye from the top and the bottom. And I tell you, that is not entertaining by any means. And then you call Kaiser. Oh, well, can you sit? Yeah, 4 freaking hours I sat down there. What a waste of time that was. Good thing I fixed it myself before I got there. Anyway, so yeah, where are your safety glasses? Okay. Break time. Okay, I'm back. So, this is another naughty tool you gotta have. With some horsepower. See? That's one out. God damn. I destroyed these, but that's okay. Push button, pull out that, turn this. Okay. This has to come all the way out. This is what gluing the head on, is the crap down in between the studs. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, look at that. See? So now, little brass hammer, right? There you go. Go straight in the garbage can. You heard it go in the garbage can. All these go in the garbage can. Too much corrosion. It'll be cheap. You'll say, oh, I saved $5, or I saved $120. Yeah, did you? Except when you blow a head gasket and you gotta go back and do it again. Oh, God. Yeah. Hey, not bad, 67 years old, huh? Shit, I was 27 the other day, I remember. I've been doing this too long, guys. Some are going to ask, so I'll tell you. I did an apprenticeship, really, at British Sports Car Service in Hayward. Dennis and Arthur Riley's shop. He was my uncle, so to speak. And I learned a lot. Jack Moran was a sweetheart. Everything I know about front ends, brakes, alignments. When I went to high school, I ended up having to teach a teacher. How did you know this already? He says, on day one. And then years later, my best friend is doing substitute. He comes in. And this, I mean, I went to school. That class was 1975, 76. And Pyro was doing this class as a substitute in 2004, maybe 5. Comes in one day. He says, I was at Livermore High doing substitute this morning. Heard a good funny story. I said, yeah, what's that? He says, about some guy comes in, the first class the guy ever taught. And said the kids are talking. So I told him, you know so much, you come down and teach the class. So he did. He said, oh, he's still, Newberry's still there, is he? I said, you tell him you work for me? He goes, I did. Teacher came over the next day in the same goddamn Mustang that I lined on that day. And I seen him drive up. I yelled to him as he got out of the car. I said, still driving the same damn car? He starts laughing. Well, boy, I got no leverage on this today. I need something to grab it with, and I don't have anything. Shit. How am I going to do this?
I don't be knowing.
I need a helper, but people, I need a helper. Make a handle. Put this on this big chunk of steel back here. And pull that way. There we go, look at that. See, you just got to get a bit ingenious sometimes. Now I'm not going to put it up on a stand. Why am I not doing that? It's not worth the effort. This big nasty thing needs to stand for where it's on the pan and don't have to screw with it. Jesus Christ. I'll put it on the stand. The problem with the MGs is they don't have a factory stand. Oh, God. Get it airborne. I have to use that American one. And it won't fit unless you got the plate on the back. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, I got it. Same thing. Bang. Okay, one more. Then we're going home. Maybe my customer's sitting there watching this next couple of days going, oh, that's what he does late on a Sunday night. Well, I was down here painting my Land Rover, but put my wrench back on there. Hey, wow, that was the one I was afraid of. Problem is this goddamn valve spring's in the way. Wow, look at that. Okay. Well, this is the best one of the lot. Oh, okay, maybe not. Yeah, baby! Last one. Yippee-ki! And there goes the garbage can too. Clean the tool out. And clean the brake clean. That's spotless. Wipe it off. Put it in the drawer. Damn. Get too many cars in here. Don't do that. Look at that. Ha 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 ha. Oh, do. This one of these crap ones. Oh yeah, it's I forgot what year it is. Okay, I'll let you come look in a second here. Get this head gasket off. Still intact, I'll give it that. Still in one piece. It was not long. I had a hard life, boy oh boy. Boy oh boy. Alright, I'm coming, hang on. That took, wow, way longer than I thought. My race car, that's a boom boom. I can change head gaskets on the car. So that take the carburetors and the headers off everything. Yeah, I cheat. You take all the studs out and the push rods out, lift the head, slide the gasket out, slide a new one in, put it down, torque head, water back in it, get it on the racetrack. Ta-da! Look, she's a mess. He's got these terrible low compression pistons in it because of stupid smog laws on cars that you couldn't really smog. That head's nasty. But we'll send it over to the machine shop. They'll give it a bath. Before long, it'll look like that one. See? Isn't that pretty? Ta-da! Okay, and that's what it'll look like, right? You got Anyway, we'll, boy, oh, hey, there's that Rover engine. Anyone who wants it for cheap. It's a genuine Defender 110 engine out of number 499 to 500. It's got 163,000 miles on it. It was doing 100 miles an hour 2 days before he took it out. Anyway, call me, 925-606-8301. Like, share, make comments. Come on. But we need you to subscribe. It's a really big deal. Okay, thank you. Bye. No.